So we did a live video earlier today, and I don't have good service in here, so we're just going to do an edited version. So who do we got here? Patriotic. He's patriotic.
Billy Handy.
Billy Handy. You're handy.
Billy Handy the handy.
So you're like what is your new role? What would you describe your new role as?
Do-it-aller.
A do-it-aller?
Do-it-aller, laminator, body man.
Body man? A body man wannabe?
Soon to be.
Okay. So what we're doing, we're building Legos. Have you heard me use that analogy yet?
I have not.
We're building Legos. Somehow when the flu and cold season hit a few years ago, we forgot how to build Legos. And you know how Legos are. If you had a Lego, when were Legos started out? When did they start? In the 50s maybe? 60s?
Yeah,
Long time ago.
At least 60s.
But I bet if you had Legos from the early days and you bought Legos today,
Oh yeah, yep.
What are they going to do? They're going to snap together. They may be different, but you can build all kinds of cool stuff and they always fit. Somehow, it ain't working. It ain't fitting. The flu and cold season hit, and nothing fits with nothing. The supply chain is broke. So your strength is in the glass shop. I mean, lamination, you got it figured out.
Definitely.
That's your strength.
My strength is definitely lamination.
So what are you doing in the body shop?
Well,
Learning how to spread mud? Learn how to spread mud.
Learning.
More importantly, so what did we do here? We had miscommunication, somebody didn't know what was going on, and we cut this flange off. That flange wasn't supposed to be cut off, but you got on it and you put the flange back on.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean...
Built some Legos.
So you and I are working on production engineering. So when you put this door on, it's got to go on a certain way. When you put this door on, we need to know we got the hinges here. This area here needs to be reinforced. You know what this is? What is that?
Core mat.
Core mat. See? Core mat. We probably don't need core mat everywhere here.
Nope.
Because we want it kind of thin here because the power window goes here. And if it moves in and out a little bit, we don't want it extra thick there.
Yeah,
but we definitely want some extra strength.
Waste of material.
Where the hinge is. Yep.
Right where you're going to bolt down.
Right where you're going to bolt down. Here is where the latch is going to go. But in this area, when you put that latch in,
yep.
I need to pay attention. I don't know if I'm looking in the camera. I'm not showing people what I'm pointing at. But if the latch goes here, we countersink the screw. So how do you countersink a screw unless this is extra thick here?
Well, you'd have to put a reinforcement back here.
Well, or make it extra thick.
Yeah.
But then that latch goes all the way tight to that, so we need to make sure that this corner's tight. So pretty much you might know how to build that door. But unless you know those kind of things, I mean, it's just like you don't know those kind of things. So how are we going to translate this to the body shop? Got a plan for me? To the glass shop, I mean, from the body shop.
To the glass shop? Well, if you want it thick right here, you would
how do we make sure?
Either chop it thicker, or you could put woven or core mat strip right here in the area that you need it.
There are multiple ways we can get it done.
Multiple ways.
No one right way. There are wrong ways. But the main thing is we need to know that needs to happen.
There's more than one way to skin a chicken.
But we need to know that needs to happen. And we need to know from one department to the next. We need to know from one manufacturing facility to the next.
So
make these things into Legos again.
Yeah, you need to communicate that and make it a standard and have it documented so you're doing it the same way every time.
I like that. So here you are, you got a roll, and there's Nathan in the background.
Oh, Nate dog.
You guys know each other?
Yeah, that's my son-in-law.
Oh, whoa. Is that a good thing to hire family?
It's always a good thing to hire family.
Because this is spirit family. We're in the spirit family.
That's right. He used to be his boss
spirit.
at one point in time.
So I worked for
I molded him.
I worked for my son. So here's kind of the thing. It's not your job to know how thick that needs to be. It's your job to know we need one of those, and when we need it, bye.
Yep.
It's not your job to know if we need one of those or when we need to buy, because you've already told him.
Yeah.
But it's your job to make sure when it gets to the body shop, whether you're working in the, and you want to be the most awesome painter in the world when you're done here, right? Isn't that your goal? Ed's a pretty good painter. So,
I've seen his work.
Yeah.
Looks good.
so we can train, but like I told you yesterday, to be a good painter, you got to start by knowing how to be a body man.
Yep.
And then there's always a major conflict between the body man and the painter when it's ready for paint. Isn't that right, Don?
That
Is
that
there not?
totally makes sense.
So is it ready for paint at 80 grit, or is it ready for paint at 40 grit, or is it ready for paint at 120?
I'd
You
say,
have to know
I'd
what
say
a
a
grit-
120.
You have to know what each grit does. Where
What-
you're going with.
No, you're the painter. What grit is it ready for paint after the body man?
Depends on who's painting.
I mean, it's an ongoing debate.
400 is good with me.
400, is that what you said? So you're a painter, yeah.
I was 350 in a minute.
If I was the painter too, it'd be 400. Have it ready. That's paint.
Smoother the better.
But that's the differences. So we're working on making Legos here.
Hey, you should put that video.
Everything
over
needs
here.
to
Everybody
fit.
wants to know how strong these things are.
Oh,
Gotta go
yeah, we got a
standing
Plascore in here.
on it.
Here we go. No, we'll do that. Let's.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Okay, there we go. When I say we got Plascore in our roof
It don't even bow.
and it don't even bow, I mean, there's Don. He's not a heavyweight, but he's man, I've never been up on one like that. I'm a scared of heights. Well, very good.
Thanks, Don.
Thanks, Don. Thanks for the
I
demonstration.
stand him. I get on up here.
You want to jump a
Been up
little
there
bit?
doing cartwheels for a
Jump and
minute.
see if you can hit the ceiling. So that's how strong our roofs are with the Plascore. And you got to know to put that in.
Yep.
And you got to know where it goes. If you put it too far to the edge, or don't put it far enough to the edge, everything's a little different.
There's a reason for it.
We're making Legos here.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be our motto, Legos, the new standard in hot
Yeah.
rodding.
The bigger area you got, the more flex,
That was one
or
of
the
my
more
favorite movies
strength
with my
you're gonna
son,
need in
the
that
Lego
spot.
movie.
The Lego movie,
When you buy
we'll get you a
it,
Lego
it goes
head.
together
We'll
like
get you multiple Lego heads. We'll just switch you. All right, so that'll be it. You made your debut. You're now an influencer.
Yeah, you're right.